Dr. Borealis.
Excellent. Star, this is Ben. I wanted to get you caught up on my research.
I thought you had completed that.
Oh dear, I have been negligent. Well, first of all, I've received several grants to continue my work. I'm trying to collect DNA from mixed species couples who have been unable to have cubs, to narrow down the mechanisms used. One of the things we discovered since last we spoke is, two things, actually. The first being that the specific gene responsible for the chromosomal manipulation seems to be present in most species. It's just been switched off.
Now that is interesting.
Yes, and the second part is that amongst hybrid offspring, those genes have been turned back on.
Seriously?
100% of offspring tested verify this, including Corona and Perseus. Both sets of chromosomes have the CMG activated, when only half would be normally expected.
So that means all hybrids will be able to pass it on.
Well, yes, but we also have a clearer picture as to the limitations. It seems that their haploid chromosomal count can only differ by one way or the other. Otherwise, no offspring become viable.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yes, it seems, however, that this also holds for the second generations. One up, same number, or one down is almost always viable.
That still amazes me.
You aren't as versed in genetics as I. It seems perfectly logical to me, since the similarities in the sapient species are already very close. Joining two chromosomes or splitting one apart does not seem that extreme.
I assume you have more news than that?
Oh, goodness, yes. I'll be sending you my progress reports. But I've also learned that actual genetic research is now being done in Indonesia, Africa, and South America.
South America?
Yes. Another species was found there that can crossbreed. And now that we know that just about every species has the gene, I fully expect we will find more.
That is exciting.
Yes, I've also been asked to give another talk next month, this time to sociologists and politicians, would you believe, urging them to recognize hybrids as fully sapient. I'm hoping that you can bring your entire family for that.
My family?
Don't worry. It's on a Saturday afternoon in Pittsburgh. You should be able to make a day trip of it.
I was more worried about protecting Corona and Perseus.
Oh, of course. Mayor Arctus and his son are anxious to meet them and have arranged security already.
We arrived late Saturday morning and had no sooner entered the convention center when we were met by Mayor Arctus and his son. The mayor kneeled down to greet Corona and Perseus. I have never seen a smile so wide on his face before. When he arose, Raymond took over the doting duties.
Dr. Borealis, you have no idea the forces you've unleashed on this world. But you will. Very soon.
All I did was marry the woman I loved.
And convince an old bitter curmudgeon that his rage was only hurting the very people who were looking to him for help.
I think your talk helped quite a few. Will you be speaking again?
No, this time my son will be speaking. He's been extremely busy and greatly inspired. That's why I say that you have no idea the forces you've unleashed.
Yes, about him. He's older than I, yet doesn't look it.
Well, he is deceptively young looking for his age.
I'd have expected to meet his wife there. Unless...
No, his wife was there. You didn't meet her because, well, they have no cubs.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Dr. Maxwell obtained both his and his wife's DNA recently. The things they revealed had him going around to other colonies to find other couples who were cubless. That's when the chromosomal count limit was discovered.
My condolences.
Oh, no need to be sorry. Once they knew for certain what the cause was, they began to seek out children to adopt. And soon, I'll be the grandfather of 3.
3? At once?
They're all siblings. Didn't seem right to separate them. Raymond is more than prepared to be a father. I mean, if he can manage an entire village, I have no doubt he and his wife can raise 3 children of their own.
Now, Star, you made it. I've arranged a lunch for all of us. The actual talk begins at 1.
Would you mind if we joined your table, Dr. Borealis?
Please, I think we know each other well enough to drop the formalities. Call me Star.
And you may call me Ted.
Dad? Seriously? You haven't let anyone call you Ted for decades.
I know, but Star has earned the privilege.
When Dr. Maxwell said he had arranged lunch, he didn't say it was nearly a banquet. Several other geneticists, sociologists, and politicians were there, including the mayor of Pittsburgh and the governor. Both Corona and Perseus behaved admirably despite the attention they were receiving. All too soon, however, The hour was up, and we went in for the talk. Dr. Maxwell spoke first after being introduced by the mayor of Pittsburgh. He briefly outlined his research, including much of what he was working on now. He then handed the dais over to Raymond Arctus.
Good afternoon. As mentioned already, I am the son of the mayor of New Haven, Utah, and a hybrid. My father asked me to speak in the hope that you would see the potential you could be tapping by embracing the existence of people like me. I have become the founder and president of the International Association of Hybrids. I was astounded how many others felt that the time was finally upon us. Many of our members flew here in order to publicly present themselves to the world. As your names are called, please rise and let the audience see you. Dr. Dietrich Schultz, Professor of Pharmacology at the University of Bavaria.
Dr. Schultz rose and removed his hat, showing a mane that was clearly not bear-like. A murmur rose from the crowd.
Dr. Schultz is the recipient of the John J. Abel Award for Pharmacology for his work developing cyclosporin, a drug that aids in organ transplants. Such research was based, largely, on research into his own hybrid state, but ended with the development of a life-saving drug. Andrew Kane, who developed a proof of Fermat's last theorem while still working on his doctorate at the University of Springfield, a theorem which was left unsolved for centuries. Anna Trabowski, who developed a method of turning lipid cells into stem cells. This will enable stem cell therapy to be done
The
with a
list
person's
went
own
on and on. By the end, he had introduced 20 noted scholars, scientists, and authors, none of whom had been known to be a hybrid before that day.
And finally, Robert Hansen, the real vocalist for Alan Fontaine. His voice is well known, although you do not know his name. His actual identity was hidden because he is a hybrid. Alan, to his credit, is also here in support of Robert Hansen. Robert, would you demonstrate for us that you are, in fact, the voice of Alan Fontaine?
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
At that moment, the doors to the meeting room flew open and lines of hybrids came in. Obvious hybrids, joining the lone singer.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors. Yeah, that's what we've become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me. and I know that I deserve your love. There is nothing I'm not worthy of. When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown 'em out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. Marching on, marching, I'm marching not scared on. To be seen, I make no apologies, this is me. I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown him out. Oh, this is me.
The room sank into silence. I could not leave it like that.